Hello YouTube, this is Clem, and welcome back to another YouTube video. This video is going to be a little bit different. I usually do like Roblox type videos, and now I'm doing Minecraft type videos. If you guys are new to my channel, I do Roblox, I do Minecraft, it doesn't matter to me. But basically in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys basically teaching you guys how to actually make a Minecraft plugin, and it's actually pretty simple. Now before we begin, I'm actually going to show you guys how to set everything up. This is actually the website you want to go to. It's www.eclipse.org/downloads. You want to hit this button right here, download 64-bit. And then you want to make sure you hit this again, and then it'll basically download this. I'm going to save it to my desktop. If it says it can't be downloaded securely, just hit keep. And I'm basically going to wait for this to download. Hopefully it shouldn't take too long, so I'll see you guys whenever it's done. Okay guys, so my thing is actually done downloading. What you want to do is you just want to hit it. Actually, I'm going to go over to my desktop, and I'm going to just double click it for my desktop. And basically it'll pop up with the installer. This might be a little bit laggy while I'm installing it, like the video frames might drop while I'm installing it because I don't have the best computer. So okay guys, so once it's actually up to this part, you'll see Eclipse Ide for Java developers, you'll see Enterprise, you'll see all sorts of stuff. For now, we just want to hit Eclipse Ide for Java developers, so for me it's the first one. You just want to click on it, and then you want to change this to wherever you'd like your installation folder. We're just going to hit install. Okay guys, so you might get this pop-up saying unsigned content. You just want to hit accept on it, and it'll basically finish up installing, and this doesn't take that long. Now what we can do is just hit this X right here, or sorry, this one right here. Do you want to launch it now? Hit no, because we're going to delete this, and we're going to double click on Eclipse IDE. Okay, so you should get a screen that pops up like this. What we're going to go ahead and do is actually hit browse, go over to the desktop, and I'm going to create a folder called YouTube tutorial, and we're going to select the folder, and then we're just going to hit launch. Okay guys, so I've actually launched my Eclipse. We're just going to exit out of these right here, because we don't need those for right now. We're going to full screen this. We actually want to go over to window, go over to preferences, and I believe general, and then appearance, and then theme. You want to change this to dark, and it'll say a restart is required. You don't really need a restart. Okay guys, so you want to go to this website called getbukkit.org. I'll have it in the description. You want to download the latest Spigot 1.6.1. If this isn't the latest, you want to go over to downloads, hit Spigot, and then scroll down until you find 1.16.1 and hit download. And now it'll pop up with this with these ads. You just want to hit this one right here, and we're going to save this in our YouTube tutorial. Okay, and now what we want to do is we want to open up Eclipse again. Okay, so now you just want to go over to create Java project, and here where it says project name, you want to basically type in hello world, and then do not hit finish. You want to hit next, and then where it says at the top you'll see source projects and libraries. You want to hit on libraries, and then here where you say add jars and add external jars, you want to hit this one, and then you want to find the folder where you save the Spigot.1.16.1 jar, and just double click that, and now we can hit finish. And now what we're going to do is we're going to right click again, go into new, and then we're going to hit package. And I always see tutorials like spending like 5 minutes basically explaining this. If you have a website, you basically put your website name, and then so com.website name, and then the project, which would be hello world. If you don't have a website, you can do me.yourname.hello world. For me, I prefer to do com.clem, as that's my YouTube name, and then my project name, which is hello world. And so now we're just gonna hit finish. We want to right click where it says our the package that we just created. We want to hit new. We want to hit class, and now we want to make sure this class is specifically named main. If it's not, then this won't work. Okay, so now when we get into here, it may seem a little bit intimidating to you, and basically what you want to ignore is everything that has to do with this and this, like these brackets. This will come, if you don't understand Java, this will come naturally. You'll start understanding it the more you do it. So basically where it says main, we want to basically type in extends Java plugin, right? And basically you'll have a red underline on it, like it's a spelling error. You want to hover over it, hit import Java plugin, and then you'll see this. You just want to click on that. And now what we want to do is just follow along for now, and I will explain basically what all this does. So it's public void on enable, okay? So like that. Public void on disable, sorry about that. And right where we put on enable and on disable, we want to put a @ symbol and then type in override. Okay. So now let me explain this for a little bit. So public void on enable, and basically it means whenever the server starts up, right? When the server starts up, when you reload the server, anything that's in between these brackets, anything between those, any code you put in there will run whenever the server enables. So that'd be server restarts and server starts, right? Okay, so whenever the server restarts and the server starts, anything in between these two brackets will run. Now public void on disable is a little bit different. It'll basically, whatever in between these brackets will run whenever the server restarts and the server stops, like shuts down, like /stop. Okay, so now basically we don't need to do anything in here. So what we can do is we can go down a couple lines and type in public boolean. If you guys haven't used a scripting language, boolean just basically returns either a true or false value. And we're going to name our boolean on command. Make sure everything's capitalized correctly, or else this won't work properly. And then we want to put some parentheses, and we want to do C command, S sender, and then space, and then we want to type in sender, right? Now C we want to type in command, and then we want to type in CMD. Now after that we want to put string with the S, lowercase l label, and then lastly we want to do string again, but this time put a set of square brackets, and we're going to name this args. And so after the parentheses you want to put curly braces and just hit enter. Now you'll have a few errors. You just want to hover over them and import here. And a little trick, if you don't want to hover over it and import, you can actually press Control-Shift-O or Command-Shift-O depending on your device, and you'll see this. You want to make sure that if it asks for your command, you want to make sure you do org.bukkit.command, not org.bukkit.material command or com.bukkit. brigadier.command. You want to make sure it's this one. Hit finish, and you'll see there's another error. So it'll say the method must return a result of type boolean, which, like I said earlier, boolean returns a true or false value. So what we're going to do is we're going to put in return true with a colon or a semicolon at the end. So now what we're going to do is we want to do if, so whenever the player sends a command, right, if the label is basically the command name. That's so if they put in help would be what label is, right? So if label, and then we would put period equals ignore case, and then we want to put in our string. We're just going to say hello. So whenever the player types in /hello, we want to put curly braces, and whenever the player types /hello, anything in between these braces will run. And so now what we want to do is if, and then we put parentheses again, the sender. So basically the sender is the command sender, as it says right here. So the person that types in /hello, that would be the command sender. So if sender is an instance of player, and then again curly braces. So basically what this is doing is if the sender is a player, right? And again, you'll get an error. Just press Control-Shift-O or Command-Shift-O. Now, if we figured out that the player is, if the sender is a player, then what we want to do is we want to do player player equals, and then parentheses type in player, and then put sender at the end outside of the braces or the parentheses, and put in a semicolon. So basically this is saying that this type, because the player is a player object, right? It's hard to explain if you don't understand the fundamentals of or object-oriented programming, right? So we're just, all we have to worry about is the player is named oPlayer. So what we can do is say oPlayer.send message, right? We can say hello, how are you, right? And so basically whenever the player says hello, the game will respond with hello, how are you? So so if that's the player that sends it, which would be the player that's playing the game, they can move around, that's what they would get. So what we're going to do is at the end of that, we're going to hit return true, right? So now what we're going to do is, you see where this if is, we want to go to the end of that curly brace that's lined up with that and hit enter. And now what we want to do is say sender.send message, and this would be the console. So if we had a console like this, as you can see, we would say help, like so. If the console were to say hello, that would be what the console is. So that would be what the sender is if they were to send it. And so it'll say, hey there console, right? So now if we were to actually export this, right, this wouldn't work at all. It would not load properly because we need something called a plugin.yml. And the way you get a plugin.yml is you go over to your source folder, you want to right click, you want to hit new, file, and then you want to, where it says file name, you want to type in plugin.yml, and it has to be exactly like that, right? And yours might open up in Eclipse. If not, just close out whatever it opened up in and see where it says plugin.yml, drag that beside where it says main.java. Now it takes a few things that you have to put in the plugin.yml. The first one's going to be called name, all lowercase, and this is going to be the name of your plugin. This is one word. This can't be multiple words or else it'll crash your plugin. So we're going to call this hello world. Next thing is going to be called main, so that's going to be the main class. As you can see, our main class is in the package com.clem.helloworld.main, right? So we're going to put that in, com.yourname, or like what your package name is, and then you want to put hello world.main, and this will actually work. The last thing we actually need is something called version. This is a string, so you could put something like that and that would count as a version, but for us we're going to put 1.0.0. and there's a few optional ones you can do. It's called description, right? So description, you could be like this isn't one word, this is as many sentences as you want, as long as it fits on this line here. So this is a plugin I made by myself, and that's basically all we need. There's more things you can put in here, like dependencies and all that, but we're not going to worry about that right now because this is our first plugin. Now we want to hit up here, file, and then we want to make sure we hit save all, and we're going to hit export. We're going to right click where it says source. We want to hit export, and then you'll see this. You want to basically go to this folder that says Java and hit jar file. So then hit next, and then basically where it says jar file, you want to hit browse and browse to your server. This is actually going to be my server is going to be in my documents, my Minecraft servers, and my test server. And this is basically, you want to find your plugins folder, and then you want to name this what you want. I'm going to name it Hello World. This won't change what the name is inside of the game. And then we want to put .jar at the end. Hit save. You can check this if you want, I prefer it, and then just hit finish. Now what you want to do is open up our Minecraft server, make sure you're op, and then we want to hit /reload. And this, it might take a little bit to reload. And now we want to hit plugins/plugins. As you can see, our plugin is right there. It is right here. And as you can see, if we hover over it, it says version 1.0.0, and the description is this is a plugin I made by myself. So now you probably wondered, oh, we could just do /hello. No, that won't work because we forgot to add something inside of our plugin.yml, and that is called a commands, right? So we want to type in commands, and then we want to go down a line and put 2 spaces. Do not put a tab. And now what we're going to do is we're going to type in our command. Our command is just hello, right? And then again, you want to hit file, save all, right click source, we want to export it, just hit next and finish. Now we want to go into here, and again, let me full screen it, let's do /reload, and now we can do /hello. And as you can see, the game will say hello, how are you? So what if the console were to do it? Well, if the console were to say hello, it would say hey there console. So now you're wondering, oh, I see servers, they use colors in their stuff that you, whenever you get a message. It's actually very simple to do that. We just want to go ahead and delete the speech marks. We want to put capital C chat, capital C COLOR, chat color. It can't be chat color, right? Chat color. And then we want to hit period and then type in translate, and we want to hit this this one right here, I believe, and then we want to put 2 of these single quotation marks, and then we want to put @ okay? Then go over to where it says arg1 and delete that. And now this is what the message will be. So it would be hello, how are you? Okay, and if we wanted this to basically say hello, how are you, but let's say it was purple, we would put at and then F, and then we would we could do the same thing here. Let's copy this whole send message thing. Okay, let's copy that and let's replace this. Sorry, let's replace this. Okay, so now it will say we'll say, let's say, hey there, console. Okay, and this will actually appear in the console with color, which I think is really cool. So again, right click source, hit export, hit next, and then finish. So now let's go into our game / reload. As you can see, if we say hello, it'll appear in purple, which is really cool. And also if we go over to our console and say hello, it'll appear in purple as well in console. So that's the basics of how to code a plugin in Spigot. This is episode 1 of how to make a Minecraft plugin tutorial. I'll be doing a lot more episodes, going in more in depth once you understand how to program the language a lot more. But yeah, so that's basically all for this video, and I will see you guys in the next one. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Comment what you would like to see me make a tutorial on next, whether it's Minecraft plugins or Roblox scripting tutorials. I'll be happy to make it. I'll be more than happy to make it, actually. So yeah, make sure to leave a comment. Let me know what you thought of the video and how you think I could improve, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.